This is Diesel We the People News. Alrighty, this video is without prejudice and without recourse, okay? I'm not an attorney, nor care to be one, alright? Anything I say or do is my opinion, not legal advice. Alright? I'm not the brightest guy in the whole wide world. So always research it yourself, okay? This video is, and I'm going to spell it out to you so I don't butcher it, okay? The Battousai. Alright, so check out, subscribe to him, because some of y'all may or may not know, but this guy, not the guy that's showing on the screen right now, but the one that has this YouTube channel, he's the one that fought recording the officers and public officials in their capacity into the Fifth Circuit Court. Okay? So all the praise to him for everybody in Texas, Louisiana, and all them to be able to record their government. Okay? And so subscribe to him and give him thumbs up. Down Diesel We the People News sent you guys that way if you have not done so already. Okay? This was an important one because a couple of videos back on child support deal about the Fourth Amendment lawsuit and all that. Well, he brings this at the very end, so listen to at the very end of it, in which I said, you know, this Supreme Court opinion can do a bunch of other things. Kadoki?
The reason I'm getting out with you is you're parked here to close business after hours. Okay? I understand. I see that you're eating. But the reason I'm out here with you for this is because we've had recent burglaries.
Trying to figure out what, who, and why you're here. That doesn't explain anything to me.
You're a bad fucking cop. I'm literally not going to answer any of your questions, so am I free to go? All right, I'm going to start it. Where are you going? Step out of the car.
Due to recent increase in property theft at that location, my observations. What observations? The man was eating Taco Bell in his car. This genius of a deputy just criminalized eating Taco Bell in a parking lot with closed businesses. On November 29, 2021, Curtis McLaughlin Jr. was cruising in McClenny, Florida, and decided to grab a bite at the local Taco Bell. After receiving his order, he pulled into a parking lot across the street to enjoy his meal. Moments later, a marked patrol car pulled behind him. According to the arrest report, Deputy Bakken asked for ID, and McLaughlin Jr. replied, "Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm actually not going to answer any of your questions." Deputy Bakken called for his supervisor, and that's when the recording starts.
10-4, 1029, Pier 1054, $27 Class C operator.
10-4. So, I appreciate you recording.
What's your name and badge number?
I don't have a badge number, but I'll give you my ID.
Yeah,
My name's Deputy Bodkin. My ID number is 674.
674.
I work for the Baker County Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
So once again, the reason I'm getting out with you is you're parked here to close business after hours. Okay? I understand. I see that you're eating. But the reason I'm out here with you for this is because we've had recent burglaries to the business, and we need to make sure that everything is properly done here at these businesses. The businesses are private property, especially after the businesses are closed. Does that make sense?
For anyone who's tortured by gum disease or tooth decay, this solution is so simple and so incredibly powerful that it's been clinically proven to work regardless of your age, medical condition,
Private property, especially after the businesses are closed. Does that make sense?
Can I put my window up? Continue with my meal?
I'm going to say no. That way I can stay in contact with you until my supervisor gets here, because apparently you don't want to answer any of the questions.
Can I give you like 2 inches?
That's fine.
This deputy probably should not become a detective. It was obvious that Mr. Lachlan Jr. was eating Taco Bell, which was visibly located across the street. I can't imagine a thief enjoying a meal at the same location he intends to rob after eating. If anything, the deputy could have observed the situation a little longer to develop actual reasonable suspicion of a crime, but that will require common sense and critical thinking. think this deputy wanted some of those tacos. His facial expression says it all.
If that's all you're doing, then why can't you just give my deputy your information?
Why can't I just eat my dinner?
Why can't you just give my deputy your information if that's all you're doing?
What's your name and badge number?
Corporal Deputy Haynes. I'm Corporal Haynes, and my badge number is 612.
Okay.
Are you from here?
Can I put my window up? And
No.
You eat my dinner?
No, because we're conducting an investigation now.
Can I give you like 2 inches just like I did him?
No, we're conducting an investigation now.
I'm gonna give you like 2 inches of window and you're gonna be satisfied with that.
No, I'm not. We're conducting an investigation now. Because you're being uncooperative for no reason. You're in an empty parking lot with closed businesses. You're refusing us to give us any kind of information. We don't know why you're here. You don't know who you are. We're unable to identify you, so try to figure out who and why you're here. That doesn't explain anything to me.
You're a bad fucking cop.
Okay. That's your opinion. You're entitled to it.
Demanding ID has been the tell-all. No real investigation is required. Just run an ID, log a report, and if something happens to any of the businesses in the next month or however long, then you can guarantee a visit from this department's very finest.
The reason that you picked the empty, closed parking lot to eat your tacos?
How far away is Taco Bell? Oh, you can see it. This is gonna be better for the video. You can see Taco Bell.
Is there a reason that you picked this parking lot, though? Are you from here?
It's right next to Taco Bell.
Are you from here?
It's right next to Taco Bell.
Are you from here? Like you couldn't go
I'll give you
home?
that one. I answered that one.
No, you didn't. Are you, but you couldn't go home?
I'm not gonna answer any of your questions.
Okay, you prefer no supervisor. We wait for another supervisor, that's fine.
That's fine. And he's gonna tell me or she's gonna tell me I'm free to go. And you guys are gonna feel like idiots. And I think this is probably their boss coming up. That third car. This is the one who's probably going to tell them to leave me alone. Push him out.
How you doing, sir?
Howdy.
What you got going on, brother?
I'm not going to answer any questions.
You don't answer any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, we know you're part of a closed business, right?
Can I show you?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're familiar with this brand?
No.
You would identify that brand as Taco Bell?
Okay, I see
Yeah.
the order ahead. Okay.
Yes, yeah. You see the consumed Taco Bell in the bag?
Right, yeah.
All right, we're doing some detective work here, right?
Okay.
And if you turn behind you, there's a Taco Bell, and so
Right.
I drove from Taco Bell, and
Okay.
then I ate my Taco Bell,
Okay.
and I was in the process of eating my Taco Bell when I was stopped by your officers. So, am I free to go?
Well, not right now. We're trying to get your information from you, sir.
What's your name and badge number?
It's Sergeant Baldwin. This is a closed business. It's considered loitering and prowling. You can't be part of that closed business if you're eating your food or whatnot. Simple thing is when they ask for identification, you're supposed to provide it.
Am I free to go?
No, you got identification on you.
I'm literally not going to answer any of your questions. So, am I free to go?
All right, I'm gonna start it.
Read.
All right. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used as evidence against you. You have the right to talk to an attorney and have him or her with you now or anytime during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you. Anytime you wish to stop talking or have an attorney present, all questioning will be stopped at your request. Do you understand these rights? Sir, do you understand these rights? I'm going to ask you one more time. Do you understand these rights?
I'm not going to answer any questions, man.
Step out of the car.
Mr. McLaughlin Jr. was arrested and charged with Florida 856.021, loitering and prowling. A person commits the offense when he is in a place at a time or in a manner not usual for law-abiding individuals, under circumstances that warrant a justifiable and reasonable alarm or immediate concern for the safety of persons or property in the vicinity. Among the circumstances which may be considered in determining whether the alarm is warranted is the fact that a person takes flight upon appearance of a law enforcement officer, refuses to identify himself, or conceals himself or an object. Due to recent increase in property theft at that location, my observations. What observations? The man was eating Taco Bell in his car. This genius of a deputy just criminalized eating Taco Bell in a parking lot with closed businesses. Moving on. In the inability to dispel alarm for being at a closed business, he was taken in custody for loitering and prowling for the protection of the area. As Mr. Laughlin Jr. was being arrested while having his car towed, he uttered, "You know they are going to drop this, right? I don't know why you're doing this. They're just going to drop this," referring to his charge. And he was right. After being appointed a public defender for court appearances in a very detailed motion to dismiss, the prosecutor dropped or abandoned the case 5 months later. I haven't seen any recent updates regarding a possible lawsuit, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. Recently, in April of 2022, the Supreme Court ruling in Thompson v. Clark made it easier to sue police and the government for malicious charges that are later dropped. In order to sue, a defendant doesn't have to be found not guilty by a judge or a jury, and prosecutors don't have to state that they wrongfully filed charges. It's enough if the charges are simply dismissed. You may be the rap, and now they will probably start second guessing taking you for that ride.
All right. Yeah, and it was pretty recent. It was this past April, with that new Supreme Court opinion. Okay. So that Supreme Court opinion does help, and when you're stuck in that situation, it does help a lot, but it didn't prevent what happened. Okay, but you get a good jump start on it. You know, you just never know how long they like to extend this to past the deadline where you can bring a suit. So you get to kind of jump on this and start the process of being and suing them quicker, which gives you more of an opportunity to sue them without that deadline, coming up. So it's actually a pretty good Supreme Court opinion done. It does help. The only thing I can say is, we need to get rid of Terry versus Ohio. Alright. This is Diesel with the People News. I just wanted to kind of show that video because at least somebody else seen that new Supreme Court opinion. And I just wanted to kind of stretch it out and let y'all know out there that, this has actually been a couple of videos that's talked about this Supreme Court opinion. Alright, so check out that opinion. I have not read it yet. So everything I'm saying about this is hearsay from videos, hearsay, period. Okay? So, again, do your own research. I'm not an attorney or anything like that. So even if I read it, I may interpret it a little bit different. Then again, may not. You know, the courts have a tendency to use trickery of words. Okay? This will be the People News. Till next time. Bye, y'all.